Welcome back to Ray's Garage. I'm Ray Cornelia, and this is Mix Mash number 9. Well, it's been a few weeks since I posted a video, and what a busy few weeks it's been, man. I'll tell you, I got several irons in the fire, just trying to stay above water. Anyway, in this video, I have several items I'd like to talk about. As some of you may know, I went and visited Tom Lipton at the Benicia Artists Open Studios, aka Oxtool Open House, and what a fun trip that was, man. I'll tell you, I can't stop talking about what a good time we had. There was some logistics involved in getting it all together, and it was all fun. Really long day, man. It was a long day, but well worth it. I'd like to thank Tom for having this open house. Got to meet some neat people, rub elbows, and a lot of people with the same interests and things in common. What a great time. I wish everyone could have been there. I have like 3 little video clips that I don't think anyone's have seen yet. I'll post them after this intro, and then I have some other items I'd like to share. Couple YouTube contributors, packages came in. I'd like to share that with you. I had a couple visitors. As you can see in Randy Richards' latest video, our punch test, our 5-minute punch test turned out to be a all-day event. What a good time that was, man. Laughs all day. We didn't get much done, but boy, we had a good time. Anyway, let's dive right in, man. First up, I'd like to talk about the Oxtool Open House and the logistics involved in that trip. I sure wish we had more video of the trip itself, traveling, just the conversations we were having. Great times, man. Anyway, the whole trip started after Randy and Stan and I agreed to go. It started very early in the morning at Stan Zinkowski's house down in Southern California. I think Stan got up at around 3 in the morning and left his house about 3:30 a.m. and he headed up from Southern California to Fresno, which is about a 4-hour drive. So Stan got here about 7 o'clock-ish, and at that time, my older daughter Jennifer and Philip Monday showed up, and we loaded up the truck and headed up to Benicia from Fresno, which is about a 3-hour drive. And we agreed to meet Randy and his wife in Ripon, which is about 1 hour and 45 minutes from here. So we pretty much got to the Love's gas station where we met all at the same time. And then Randy loaded up in the truck and we headed up to Benicia from there. Not sure exactly what time we got there, but believe me, it was laughs all the way. It just, what a great bunch of guys, man. Anyway, we get to Tom's and we unload the Rockwell tester that Stan graciously donated to Tom. Of course, Tom has to repair it first, but anyway. I'm sure you saw that in Tom's video, and I'm sure you've seen some of the clips in Stan Zinkowski's video and Randy Richards' video. Then we spent the day at Tom's open house, and we all went and had lunch together. Stan, thank you for buying lunch. Stan tried to play it off as we were the millionth customers at this bar and grill, and lunch was on them. So, Stan, we know you bought us lunch. We owe you, buddy. Thanks, it was excellent. Anyway, I had a little trouble rounding everyone back up. Nobody wanted to leave. And I had promised Chuck Bomarito outside Screwball that we would hit his place on the way back to Fresno. Well, it's really not on the way back. It's a little out of the way, but believe me, it was worth the trip. So I finally got the gang rounded up and we headed over to Chuck's place, which is kind of near San Jose area. And we get to Chuck's, and Chuck and his wife had this whole spread ready for us. All this wonderful food. You know, if you watch Chuck's videos, you see that he likes to cook, and he's a fellow Italian, and he's a very good cook. And he had pasta and chicken and just salad, and just awesome. So we went in his large dining room, and we shared a meal together, and it was excellent. And then it was shop time. So I'm sure some of you have seen some of the clips from that evening. And Chuck, and thank you very much. Your wife, your family, wonderful people, man. Good people. I'm glad we made the extra leg of the trip. It was well worth it, and looking forward to getting back up there again. Anyway, we leave Chuck's. It must have been 9:30 at night. And by this time, I know Stan's been up the longest, so we start heading back to Fresno. So that's about a 3.5 hour trip, I'd say, from Chuck's house back to Fresno. And we get back to my place around midnight or 12:30, and me and Stan were just wiped out, man. Jennifer and Phil headed home from there, and you know, Stan, he stayed at my place, and I let him stay in Samantha's room. Sorry about that, Stan. I know you like monkeys and dolls and perfume. Anyway, I don't even think, he was so tired, I think his head hit the pillow and he was out. Anyway, yeah, we got a good night's sleep, and then up in the morning, cup of coffee, and Stan was on the road again, headed back down to his place. So anyway, I have a couple short clips of Tom's open house, and I'll play them now.
How come it's not pronounced Caniglia?
So I have a brother who's an industrial engineer. Had a plane shop. I was his banker back in 2004 or something. And,
Tom, say hi to Adam.
Hey, Adam. Around 2008, I heard all of his stuff. That's why
So next up, as some of you may know, Randy Richard and Razor Ray Golf came down to my place with the punches that Randy made for testing. This was supposed to be a 5-minute test and a little short visit. It turned out to be a full day. Not much work got done, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And you can tell in Randy's video, if some of you have seen it, you got to check it out. It's pretty good. Anyway, another good time. So that was a great visit. Ray, thanks for coming down, and Randy. We'll definitely have to go up to Randy's next time. He's been here 4 times now. So appreciate that, Randy, and it's always a good time. Just a wealth of knowledge there, man. That was another thing I wanted to mention too. The trip up to Tom's was, you know, with Philip and Randy and Stan. It's just like a wealth of knowledge that is just overflowing, and all these ideas and, you know, just conversations of stuff, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome being around people with the same interests and great ideas, some projects. You guys are in for a treat. You're going to see some neat stuff coming down the road here in the future. Anyway, I have a fellow YouTube contributor. He sent me a very nice gift I'd like to show you. And let's get over to the workbench and take a look. So my buddy Josh over at Turnmaster, I'll post his link up here. He handcrafted this beautiful tool post locking handle for my Grizzly lathe. Josh, I gotta thank you, man. This thing is a work of art. It's beautiful. It has aluminum handle. It's got a nice hefty handle here. Threaded to fit my Aloris tool post. And he also added one unique feature which I really like. Being a YouTube contributor and making videos, Josh knows that you're always looking for places to mount a camera. So this is a tapped hole that's 1/4 20, which is a standard camera mount thread. And I hope you can see that, and I hope you can see the quality that is in this handle. This locking handle is just beautiful. He also made this brass washer for the bottom. That way I could lap it and have this thing locked to wherever I want it to lock on that tool post. So anyway, I wanted to share that. This thing is beautiful. He did such a good job on this. Josh, I can't thank you enough, buddy. Josh is a good guy, man. We talk regularly. He's got a YouTube channel too. He's into electronics and other kind of things. It's way beyond me. Anyway, I'll show you some shots of this mounted up on the tool post here. So along with that beautiful tool post locking handle, Josh also sent me a very nice set of drill bits. Most of these have never been used. Only like 2 or 3 of them with the whole set been used. And this is something I can really use, man. You can never have enough good quality drill bits. These are all USA made. One really nice sized one in here. This is 7/8, I believe, USA made. Very nice drill bit. I like it because it's stubby. Very nice, Josh. Thank you. He also sent me some centering bits for the lathe. These are all USA made. That's almost a full set here. Yeah, that's most of them right there. That's everything you need right there. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that, bud. These are very nice. And also he included some of these micro bearings. He said I could use them for, you know, centering work and stuff like that, to where the center rides on a bearing. If you have a dead center. I never tried it. I'll have to give it a try, but these things are pretty neat. You never know. I'll add them to the drawer of bearings, and I'm sure these will come in handy one day. That's pretty thoughtful, man. Thanks again, Josh. So if you remember back in my previous video, a anonymous viewer sent me a very good supply of end mill tubes and cases. So, gave me the opportunity to organize another drawer. So there we go. These are all my end mills, countersinks, and I got some carbide. These are the tool bits Randy Richard gave me, and some eBay acquisitions, and this is my carbide inserts here, and these are all my end mills here. So anyway, thanks again. I'm very happy to have this organized. So my next organizational feat is going to be taps, drill bits. I don't even know where to start with that. I am like completely out of room, so I'm gonna have to think about that one. Anyway, just wanted to share this. I'm happy this is organized. It makes it a heck of a lot easier to put your hands on an end mill now. or even carbide lathe tool. Anyway, next up, let's move over to the lathe, and I'll show you that handle Josh made. So here's the tool post locking handle installed. This thing is beautiful, man. What a nice touch to my Allura's tool post. I got plenty of room for my locking handle. It's a little bit shorter, which was a pretty good thought, because that way this knob doesn't get in the way of this knob. And this, I actually like where it ended up. I really didn't have to lap it, because it seems like it's in a pretty good place for me. So thanks again, Josh. The thing's beautiful. And I'm going to have to give this little camera mount thing a try here. But man, that looks so nice, I'm afraid to touch it. So anyway, off to the next item. So next up, I received a package from our friend James Green over there at Eagle Dust Off. And James, I sent him some of my Race Garage decals, and he reciprocated by sending me some of his really nice business cards with his YouTube channel on it. And I'll post his link up as well. Man, James, you did a nice job on these. He gave me a lot of stuff here. Some of his military decals here, and this is his new logo here. I can't remember, he mentioned who did the artwork, but there's a lot involved here. It's very nicely done, very nice decal. And he gave me some note paper with his logo on the top of here. Very nice. James, thank you. This is awesome. Awesome gift. I'll add your sticker to the sticker cabinet, which is getting filled up pretty quickly here. Anyway, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. And what's next? Next up, in line with this sticker craze, my friend Mike Dittman. He's a little north of me as well. He sent me some of his channel swag. His MD machining business cards. Very nice, very nice. And some of his decals for his machining and gunsmithing shop. Mike, thanks, bud. I appreciate it, man. Looking good, and I'll add those to the sticker cabinet as well. Looking good, man, looking good. So Tom was giving these out at his open house. Very nice mouse pad. Wanted to share that. Thanks, Tom. This is going to get put to use. Right now it's covering one of my new acquisitions. Not completely, as you can see, but if you follow Stan's channel, Shade On HKW, he did a very good Standridge granite tour, and interviewed Mike, one of the owners. I think he's like third generation family member of Standridge. And in that video, Stan was talking about never lapping on your precision granite surface plate, that you should always have a separate one for it. So as some of you may know, I have a 24 by 24 surface plate I got from, I believe it was Amazon, and it's a Grizzly grade B, but still I often have to lap. So I thought, you know, I don't want to ruin that plate. Even though they can be redone, it's still, you know, the headache of getting it shipped and done. So on that last Enco deal, I bought myself a 9x12 2-inch thick surface plate, and this is just for lapping. It fits a sheet of sandpaper perfectly, and I can lap my parts on here and not worry about ruining my larger plate and taking the accuracy out of it. As a matter of fact, I got 2 of these, and I gave Philip Mundy one of them, and he tested it, and he said it's below a 1/10, which they guarantee it to a 1/10. It came with this. It's a grade B surface plate. Got it from Enco. I believe it was about 35, 40 bucks. And then from watching Stan's video on Standridge Tour, they mentioned this conditioner. So I contacted Mike over there and ordered up a bottle of this. And he said this will last a pretty long time. It's a lanolin-based product. And I'll tell you what, guys, I've used a lot of cleaners on the surface plate before. And they work good. But when I use this, I'll tell you what, man, I noticed a huge difference. It felt right. It felt better. And it not only cleans, but it conditions. I don't know how it works. I know it's lanolin based, and Mike said that you can cut this with water and it'll last a very long time. So I did my little plate with this already, and I'll tell you what, man, I swear by this stuff already. I mean, it just feels good. So I wanted to share that. So this stuff, whenever I find a good product, I like to share it with everyone. So anyway, what's next on the list? Oh, next up, here, let me move the camera. So in closing, I'd like to mention I am on Facebook now. I'd like to tell you how I got on Facebook. So during our trip up to Tom's open house, Stan and Randy held me down, twisted my arm, and said, "You got to join Facebook, man." And I wasn't going to give in. I finally broke when Stan threatened to take my beer. So anyway, you can now find me on Facebook under Ray Cornelia. I'm really enjoying it. Ben Zittner and James Green accepted me in the Machining YouTube closed group community, and I thank you guys for that. Pretty interesting stuff going on over there. Some amazing projects. I didn't think I'd have time for another thing, but it's a quick thing. You could see little clips of, you know, maybe some upcoming videos from some of the other YouTube contributors. But anyway, it's neat, and I'm happy to be over there now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.